Welcome, everybody, to the City of Farmers Branch City Council meeting for Tuesday, November 18th. If you would, please join me for our invocation and our pledges. Heavenly Father, we ask that you shine your light on our city this evening as we're here to do important work for our community. Help us to remember that we're here to serve others and not ourselves, that we're here to make decisions that will move our community forward, recognizing that we serve many different people. Give us guidance to look beyond ourselves. We ask that you also shine your light on our police officers and firefighters. They too are serving our community without fail, and we ask that you keep them safe. And finally, may the blessings that you have given us be a reminder that serving others is service to you. In Jesus' name we thank you. Amen. If you would, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. So next up is the oath of office for our new District 1 City Council member, Lupe Gonzalez. And this evening, Lupe is going to be sworn in by her husband. So
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and this state, so help me God.
And before you do that, I'm going to present you with your city council pen. So I'll give you that. And this is your certificate that shows that you are a council person. I'll just read it. It says, in the name and by the authority of the state of Texas, this is to certify that a special election held on November 4th, 2025, Lupe Gonzalez was duly elected City Council Member, District 1, City of Farmers Branch. In testimony whereof I have hereunto signed my name and caused the seal of Texas to be affirmed at the City of Farmers Branch this 18th day of November, 2025. Signed, Terry Lynn, Presiding Officer of the Canvassing Authority. So, the floor is yours.
Bear with me, it's a little long. When the question first came that why I should run for city council, my first thought was, why me? I'm just a mom. I live in a small world where I help run our school PTA. I'm a preschool teacher. I didn't see myself as someone important enough to help run a city. But everyone around me kept saying, that's exactly why you should run. They reminded me, you grew up in this neighborhood. You talk to residents every day. You see them in your classroom, in your community. You already serve and listen to people. That's what good leadership is. Still, I wondered if I was really making an impact. Sure, I could host events, plan fundraisers, but was that enough? Or was my family and friends just being kind, saying that I could do this? Then I remembered a message I received a few years ago while my husband was serving in the military. It came from Miss McDonald, who worked at the Public Affairs Office for our garrison manager, Mr. Atkins. She began the message saying, "Thank you for your dedication and focused work you do in the community. We've identified you as an active leader in Schweinfurt. Your presence online is both influential and productive, and we value your opinions and your efforts." I had never thought of myself as a leader. I was just being myself. But for one of the highest offices on our installation to take notice of me simply for caring for my community, it meant everything. That's when I realized leadership isn't about titles or recognition. It's about heart. It's about showing up, listening, caring, even when nobody's watching. And tonight, standing here as your newly elected city council member, I want to say thank you for seeing the same heart in me. I promise to keep serving with the same dedication, humility, and love for the community that got me here. I also want to take a moment to thank those who helped me during this campaign and supported me every step of the way, especially my family. My husband, Caesar, for listening to me when things were getting tough. My oldest children, Caesar and Penelope, for encouraging me to do this. Camila, for door knocking with me through the entire campaign, even sacrificing her birthday the night of the forum. And Kalani, for running to me with a hug exactly when I needed it most. Thank you all. This victory belongs to our whole family and our whole community.
Oops. And next up are our items of community interest.
Good evening. We have a few items of community interest. Holiday Craze is a recreational day camp program designed for children 6 through 12 during the fall break. Holiday Craze meets at the Recreation Center and includes on-site activities, entertainment, field trips, and more. Learn more about this fun event by visiting our website and search for Holiday Craze. Next up, we have Christmas Carnival is coming back to town. Rediscover the enchantment of Christmas and its bright lights. Enjoy activities, roaming characters, food and beverages, a kids zone, live entertainment, and much more. The Christmas Carnival will be at the Historical Park. Don't miss Santa and his reindeer. We have free parking and admission. Visit christmasindthebranch.com for more information. The week of Thanksgiving brings a minor shift in our waste collection schedule. All routes that are normally picked up on Thursday will instead be serviced on Friday, and those usually scheduled for Friday will be collected on Saturday. Please note that there will be no brush collection on Thanksgiving Day or Black Friday. For all of the specific details or holiday trash schedules or pickup information, please visit our website or follow us on social media and you can find out more information there. Next, the City of Farmers Ranch invites residents to share their feedback on transportation and DART services through a community survey. We're committed to public transportation and we want to hear from you. Take the short and confidential survey today to help guide the city's transportation plans and ensure your voice helps shape the future of mobility in our city. Take the survey today to take the survey, visit our website or go to social media platforms or scan the QR code on screen. Your input is very, very important. And as always, you can sign up for CDE News at farmersranchtx.gov or by scanning the QR code on the screen. Thank you.
Thank you. And again, that transportation survey is very important. Can't emphasize that enough, so please do that. And one other thing that I'd like to add to that list was a note of congratulations. The Branch Connection on Veterans Day gave away the Charlie Bird Spirit of Service Award. And the recipient of that award, Deborah Hull, is here this evening Deborah, would you please stand? She's going to kill me. Deborah has been an outstanding volunteer for the City of Farmers Branch in so many ways, and I can't think of a better person to get that award. So Deborah, again, thank you. Please don't kill me, but we appreciate everything you do. All right. Next up are our public comments, and this is time where citizens have an opportunity to come forward and address the council. There's a 3-minute time limit for each person to speak. So when you come up, please state your name and address. Timer will start when you start speaking. And when the red light goes on and you hear the buzzer, that will be your time to stop. And so our first speaker this evening will be David Jones.
My name is David Jones, and we own a home at 3554 Golfing Green Drive, and we live in District 5. I'm here this evening to provide feedback about the recent decision by City Council to have voters in Farmers Branch participate in an election in May 2026 that may result in Farmers Branch completely pulling out of DART. On November 25th, I will access DART at our Farmers Branch station, and I will take the Green Line to Fair Park as part of the registration process for me serving as a volunteer for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. On December 13th, my younger son and I will access the Farmers Branch DART station, and we will take the Green Line to the American Airlines Center, where the men's basketball game between the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Texas Tech Red Raiders will be played that day. And by using DART, we will avoid the traffic, hassle, and high cost of parking. Having a Farmers Branch DART station is just one of the many perks that we all enjoy living in the city in a park that is Farmers Branch. My City Council member is Roger Neal, and I want to publicly thank Roger for his responses to my multiple queries to him about the possibility of Farmers Branch pulling out of DART. When I asked 2 very basic questions, number 1, what is the average daily and monthly usage of DART by Farmers Branch residents? And number 2, what is the average income level of Farmers Branch residents who use DART? I was saddened and disappointed to learn that Farmers Branch has been asking for basic information about utilization of DART by Farmers Branch residents for quite some time, and DART has inexplicably not been forthcoming with this critical information. If we do not have access to this basic data, how can we possibly gauge the impact on our residents if we vote to pull out of DART in May 2026? How can we credibly come up with realistic, pragmatic contingency plans if we cannot accurately assess the consequences of our pullout? Sadly, even without the essential data, there can be little doubt that our residents who will be most impacted by a vote to pull out of DART will most likely be our residents who can least afford it. Please count me in the camp of those who strongly believe that pulling out of DART should be considered our nuclear option. It is my understanding that we have until March 17, St. Patrick's Day 2026, to decide to pull out of the referendum to hold an election to pull out of DART. How can we, as citizens of Farmers Branch, help City Council with this endeavor? Are there specific contacts at DART management or members of the DART board that we can contact and ask them to sit down with the appropriate Farmers Branch contacts so we can reach a negotiated agreement and avoid having an election to pull out of DART? How can we as citizens engage and help you with this issue with DART? Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. Next up is Max Broderick.
Good evening. Max Broderick, 13531 Rawhide. And I wanted to also talk about the DART situation. I think it's obvious to every citizen here that it's not, the buses aren't getting used. Every time I see a bus, it's hardly got anybody on it. And it would be a good idea to downsize if we could and make it more cost effective so we're not paying $25 million every, year? I mean, think of the money you could use for your city. And by downsizing, I think it'd be great. So think about those possibilities. Thanks.
Thank you. That's all the speakers that I have signed up this evening. So moving on next item is our consent agenda.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the consent agenda as written.
I'll second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. If you would, please indicate your vote accordingly. Motion passes. Thank you very much. Next up, our public hearing. Item L1, conduct a public hearing and consider approving ordinance number 3964, authorizing a specific use permit for a furniture store for a portion of an approximate 1.44 acre property located at 14024 Josie Lane and located within the local retail district number 2 zoning district, and take appropriate action.
All right, well, thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Council. It's a privilege and a pleasure to be presenting before you this evening. I'm Brian Campbell, planner with the Planning Department, here to present you tonight on the specific use permit for 14024 Josie Lane. So this is the subject property. It is zoned Local Retail District -2, and this is a specific use permit request for a furniture store. So the applicant is Dar Furniture, a retail furniture establishment selling various home furnishings that you've probably seen at other similar establishments. So they are seeking SUP approval in order to set up shop here at 14024 Josie Lane. So with that, their intended hours of operation would be 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and noon to 5 p.m. on Sundays. Box truck deliveries would occur roughly 2 to 3 times per week. Regarding parking, so pending approval of this SUP request, Dar Furniture and the existing retail establishment in the suite next door, addressed as 14030 Josie Lane, those two users would be required to have 30 spaces between the two. Currently, the subject property houses a total of 82 parking spaces, leaving a surplus of 52 spaces. Regarding landscaping, the CZO requires that the LR-2 zoning district, properties within this zoning district have at least 5% of the property be landscaped. In this situation, we have 9% of the property being landscaped, and the applicant does propose to maintain all of this existing landscaping. The applicant does propose to utilize the building in its current form, with the only modifications being those necessary for the interior regarding business operations. And finally, the applicant doesn't anticipate any outdoor storage. However, due to the nature of the furniture store business, staff felt it would be conducive for the applicant's business if we wrote the ordinance in such a manner that would allow for outdoor storage of box trucks. However, I will point out that the outdoor storage would be limited to just the box trucks and nothing else. So turning to the recommendations of the Farmers Branch 2045 plan. So the Farmers Branch 2045 plan does designate the subject property and the surrounding area as mixed use. With this land use designation, the plan recommends a healthy mix of uses in order to bring about livability and economic vitality for areas of the city that have this designation. Therefore, the recommended land uses are office, commercial, light industry and small manufacturing, and civic parks and open space. And so given that the proposed use is congruent with these recommended land uses, as well as being compatible with other existing land uses in the area, on top of this business's potential to bring about additional economic vitality and consumer activity in the area through the furniture store sales, it is consistent with the Farmers Branch 2045 plan. I can affirm that all proper public notification procedures prior to both the Planning and Zoning Commission public hearing and the City Council public hearing tonight were followed. And at their October 13th meeting, the Planning and Zoning Commission did unanimously recommend approval of this request. And staff did receive one letter in support of the request as well. So that concludes my presentation. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to take those. I was expecting the applicant to be with us as well, but it doesn't look like they're here with us, but, oh, they are, oh, so sorry, I didn't notice you. The applicant here is here with us tonight. If you have any questions for them, otherwise, I thank you for your time this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian. Councilwoman Gonzalez, we'll start with you.
I have a question for the applicant.
Okay.
Hi, so we stated that trucks will be coming in 2 to 3 times a week. What about delivery? Are you expecting the people purchasing the items to take their own items, or will you have
No,
box trucks coming in more
These are the
often?
delivery trucks. The two to three times a week, these are the outgoing deliveries. We're
Okay.
not gonna get stocks in regularly, like maybe once every 2, 3 months.
Okay, so if somebody purchases on Monday and on Tuesday, they're going to wait to receive their items when you,
Yeah, we'll come out of our warehouse facility. That's gonna be only a showroom.
perfect, thank you.
Can we get your name and address for the
Kutaiba
record?
Al Safe. Kutaiba Al Safe, address 416 Cave River Drive, Murphy, Texas.
Thank you. Thank you. Councilwoman?
I have no questions, thank you.
Thank you.
Councilman Reed?
What is in that building currently?
What is what?
What is in the building currently?
Currently, it used to be Advanced Auto Part. It's just empty shell right now.
Right. So it's definitely a step up. It's getting away from something that's not being productively used at this time
Exactly.
and providing a sales opportunity for the city.
For sure, like we're gonna bring like traffic to the plaza.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Villafranca?
Thank you so much for coming to Farmers Branch. I
Thank
think
you.
it's going to be a
We're
great
excited
addition to
for
the
it.
neighborhood. I'm in that shopping center all the time.
Beautiful.
Nail salon, supermarket, San Marcos ice cream,
It's
all of
a
it.
lovely plaza.
Can you just clarify for the box trucks, will they be parked in the back of the building, or where will they be parked?
Can we pull up the plaza? So you see how there's 2 lanes on the right? So they're not be on the street. We don't want to be on the street. It's gonna cover our logo anyway, our front sign.
Great, appreciate you, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Councilman Neal?
Thank you, Mayor. Great presentation, Brian, as usual. Always enjoy your presentations, very, very clear, very thorough. I don't really have any real questions. I think you answered all the questions that I would generally have. And unless there's no objections, I would move to approve ordinance 39, I'm sorry, close the public hearing at this time.
Can I ask a question first?
Sure.
Before you do that, we'll come back to you. So I do have one question, and that is, the windows that are on the building, are they going to remain clear and open, or are you going to have signage in those windows?
So the front windows is gonna be all open, no signage on the windows. But we do have 3 side, like, it's made for posters. It's already established. It's already existed.
Okay.
I believe the previous owner had already that approved.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what we're gonna use for advertisement.
Okay. There you go.
Mayor, I move to close the public hearing on ordinance 3964.
Actually, hold on. Again, one more time. This is a public hearing. I don't have anybody signed up to speak to it, so seeing nobody else, so now we'll move forward with that. Is there a second to close public hearing?
I motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
Second.
Second. There you go. Okay. We have a motion and a second to close public hearing. Okay. Thank you. Motion passes. So any further discussion by council on this item? Seeing none. Motion to approve?
Mayor, I'd like to motion to approve ordinance 3964.
Thank you.
I second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. If you would, please indicate your vote. Motion passes. Thank you very much. And welcome to Farmers Branch. All right. Next up is item L2, conduct public hearing and consider approving ordinance number 3966, authorizing a specific use permit for an indoor commercial amusement use baseball practice facility for a portion of an approximately 1 acre property located at 13850 North Stemmons Freeway and located within the Plan Development District number 70 zoning district, and take appropriate action.
All right, well, thank you once again, Mayor and Council. It's me again, Brian Campbell, planner with the Planning Department. I'm now here to present to you on the specific use permit for 13850 North Stemmons Freeway. So this is the subject property. It is zoned Plan Development District Number 70 and located within the freeway subdistrict of this PD. This is a specific use permit request for indoor commercial amusement, more specifically an indoor baseball practice facility. So the applicant is Pendulum Swing Lab, which is an indoor baseball practice facility working with various clients on batting and pitching techniques on an appointment basis. They are seeking SUP approval to set up shop in suite number 100 of the subject building. With that, their proposed hours of operation would be 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Friday by appointment. Regarding parking, so PD 70, so pending approval of this SUP request, PD 70 would require a total of 14 parking spaces between Pendulum and the other two existing users of the two adjoining suites, both of which are warehousing in nature. Currently, the subject property houses 23 parking spaces, and so given the appointment-based business model of Pendulum, staff believes that the parking situation will prove appropriate. Regarding landscaping, PD 70 does require 5% of the subject property to be landscaped. In this situation, we actually have 15% of the property landscaped, and the applicant does propose to maintain this landscaping. The applicant does propose to utilize the building in its current form, with the only interior modifications being those necessary to suit their business operations. So once again, turning to the recommendations of the Farmers Branch 2045 plan, the Farmers Branch 2045 plan designates this subject property and the surrounding area as regional commercial. And so with this designation, the plan recommends a series of single-use commercial uses visible from highways and other major thoroughfares. And so with that, the recommended land uses are limited to commercial, office, and services. And so given that the proposed use is compatible with these recommended land uses and is also compatible with other existing uses in the area, on top of this, the potential for this use to provide additional economic vitality and consumer activity for the area, it is consistent with the Farmers Branch 2045 plan. Once again, I can affirm that all proper public notification procedures were followed prior to both the Planning and Zoning Commission public hearing and the City Council public hearing tonight. And at their October 27th meeting, the Planning and Zoning Commission did unanimously recommend approval of this request as well. So that concludes my presentation. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to take those. And we do have the applicant with us as well if you have any questions for them. Otherwise, once again, I thank you for your time this evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian. Councilwoman Gonzalez?
My main question was with the parking, but since it's by appointment, I think you answered my question. I think it'd be a great addition, especially since we have all the baseball fields here down the street.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Councilwoman Bennett?
You know I love your presentations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilman Reed?
Very thorough. Thanks. No questions for me.
Councilwoman Villafranca?
Thank you.
Nice job, Brian. I think it'll be a great addition to the community.
Thank you.
Councilman Neal?
Yes, Brian, as usual, you knocked it out of the park.
Hey, a baseball metaphor.
Thank you, no questions.
All
I
righty.
love it.
This is a public hearing. I don't have anybody signed up to speak to it. So,
Mayor, I move to close the public hearing on ordinance 3966.
I second.
okay, we have a motion and a second to close public hearing. That passes, so public hearing is closed. Is there any further discussion on this item by council? Okay.
Mayor, I'd like to motion to approve ordinance number 3966 as presented.
I'll second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. If you would, please indicate your vote accordingly. Motion passes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, council.
You said the applicant is here? Hey, well, again, welcome to Farmers Branch. Thank you. We look forward to coming and seeing what you're all about on the inside. Thank you. Looking forward to it. All right. All right. Next up is item L3. conduct a public hearing and consider adopting ordinance number 3968 for a zoning amendment on approximately 3.5 acres located at 12197 Denton Drive within the Planned Development District number 32 zoning district to allow for revised development plans for office and warehouse and take appropriate action.
Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, council members. My name is Brett Mangum, lead planner with the Planning Department here at City of Farmers Branch. It's a pleasure to present to you all this evening. Tonight, we are looking at a zoning amendment for adopting ordinance 3968 located at 12197 Denton Drive. On your screen, in the green outline, you'll see the subject site, which is approximately 3.5 acres. This is a double frontage lot. It does have the primary frontage along the Stemmons Freeway frontage road, as well as a secondary frontage on Denton Drive adjacent to the DART Railway. The zoning on this property currently is part of a PD. It's PD 32. This was originally adopted in 1982 by the City Council of Farmers Branch. More recently, there has been a zoning amendment for the site in June of 2024, which was to allow for the land use of warehouse and office. There was a site plan adopted at that time as well. It's very similar to what we're looking at tonight. The only distinction is the truck bays have been relocated from the south side of the building to the north side of the building. If you go by our ordinances, that will prompt a secondary round of review through P&Z and council, since it's a fairly significant change to what was previously approved by council in June of 2024. So tonight, if this amendment is adopted, it would be accompanied by an updated detailed site plan, as well as a landscape plan and building elevations. Some of the media you may have seen, the reference for this development is FB 35 Design Center. That is what it's being marketed under currently. These are the building elevations. You have two primary buildings proposed for this site. Building A, which would be closer to the I-35 frontage, is going to be the two-story office building. That is going to be in the front, and then there is a power line that bisects the site from north to south, so that will separate buildings A and B. There'll be some parking underneath the power lines since you can't have any buildings there. Building B would be toward the rear of the property, closer to Denton Drive. That is what you see with the sawtooth on the north. That's where the truck bays have been relocated, and then the entrance will be facing Denton Drive. The warehouse building is approximately 38,000 square foot total, and the office building will be about 15,000 square feet. So altogether, we're looking about 53,000 square foot of new development on this site, which is currently vacant. Again, no changes to the proposed land uses versus what is allowed now. And I also want to point out that there will be no outdoor storage component with this development. All activities will be contained within the two buildings. Looking into the site characteristics, this is the landscape plan. I know parking is always a top concern anytime we have a new greenfield development. I'm happy to report that this development, as shown, is compliant with the PD 32 regulations, which require 57 parking spaces based on the square footage. They are actually exceeding that minimum, so they're providing 76. And additionally, the landscaping is also meeting or exceeding the minimum requirement, which is 5% and 24 street trees. They're going to be providing basically double that for the landscape amount, and then they're meeting the street trees spot on. Looking at our city's long-range plans, we have the 2045 comprehensive plan, which was adopted in 2023. You see the subject site highlighted in the red circle. The color there indicates future commercial, industrial employment center. So this type of use, which would fall into the category of light industrial, is listed among the recommended uses for the comprehensive plan. So in our analysis of this site, we did find that this is consistent with the designation and consistent with the comprehensive plan in general. The use would be compatible with existing surroundings, and we did have the public notice as required by state law, sent out 8 letters to all property owners within the 300 foot of the site. Notification sign was posted on the site, and as of tonight, we have not received any feedback either in opposition to or support of this request. P&Z did meet on October 27th, and they voted unanimously to recommend approval for this case by a vote of 7-0. And we do have the applicant present, Kyle McCullough with Park McCullough Architects. If you have any questions for the applicant, if you have any questions for staff, I'd be happy to entertain those at this time. But that concludes my remarks, and I'll turn it back over to you, Mayor, for any questions.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We'll start with District 1. So, Councilwoman?
Great presentations. No questions for me at the moment.
No questions.
Great job. What type of traffic are we expecting for the building from a trucking perspective?
I'll defer to the applicant. I don't want to give you the improper information, so.
If you would, please state your name and address.
Hey, good evening, David Bond with Spires Engineering, 765 Custer Road in Plano. Civil engineer for the project, so when you're asking about traffic, I'm the guy. We've actually gone ahead and initiated a traffic report that's gone out to the TxDOT Dallas area office. They're obviously under construction out there. Right now, the current use would just be for deliveries of product that would come and deliver stuff into the building that the proposed tenant would use in their manufacturing process. So it'd be difficult to estimate, exact number of trucks per day. We've taken some things out of the ITE manual and whatnot to prepare that report for TxDOT. It's something where we likely will end up with decel lane coming off of 35. We have 2 drives to the east, so we feel like we have really good circulation on site. The double frontage was a huge benefit of the property. You can come in, circulate, and then exit back out on either direction. So I think maybe that addressed your question. I talked around it a little bit there.
Yeah, that was pretty much, just looking for more of a guesstimate. And if you don't have that, it sounds like.
It could be between 10 to 20 trucks a day. The building to the east is such that it could be potentially repurposed for multiple tenants. Obviously we don't really know who that would be at this point. As Brett mentioned, it would be someone that wouldn't be able to store anything outside. So that's fairly limiting as far as who that could be, but number of trucks per day, it would be pretty variable depending on exactly who the potential tenants end up being on that east side.
Okay, and would the expectation be that they're more box truck style trucks or more like 18-wheeler type?
Probably initially it'd be more of the box, Penske truck, something smaller than the huge other things. But, you'd also got, one of the benefits of this site is you've got the angle in there. And so you can run between the 2 buildings, materials and deliveries and things like that, on skid steers and smaller equipment. So we feel like it really works well the way the site kind of circulates and plays off each other.
Right, and my concern was, whether the area would be inundated, but it's, like you said, with the location and the traffic flow, the proximity to the highways, it doesn't seem like it would negatively impact the area. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Villafranca?
Thanks so much for being here. Will it be a manufacturing plant as well, or just warehousing?
I'll let our architect Kyle speak to that. I said manufacturing, probably that's not the right term. I'll let you speak to it.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Kyle McCullough with Park McCullough Architects, 18383 Preston Road, Dallas, Texas. Good evening and congratulations, Ms. Gonzalez. This is more of we have the tenants already in play. It is more of a showroom. We have in the distribution building, there's a showroom there along Denton Drive. And then the front office is also a showroom with offices above. And we have a minor area for storage there by the office, but we have a good relationship with the 2 buildings. The buildings really accommodate a left-hand turn lane for the 18-wheelers or if box trucks. So it's a good complement Both service courts of the existing building and this building share a area that is screened off, and it's a good complement. So when you're driving northbound on Denton Drive, you'll be able to see all the offices, and then the office building when you're heading into your Farmers Branch off of Denton Drive. That's the reason that we flipped the building. This is a better circulation and a better complement to the other building, and we do have a screen wall pertaining to that.
What kind of showroom is that?
What type of showroom? The showroom is mostly building materials and home products, and then the other one is a stair component company with products of that. They do have a relationship with each other. There's two suites right now. We did plan on a third suite in the center for long-term planning.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Councilman Neal?
No questions, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. This is a public hearing. I do not have
Thank you.
anybody that's signed up to speak to it. So we'll entertain motion to close public hearing.
Mayor, I make a motion that we close the public hearing?
Mayor, I'll second.
Thank you. A motion and a second to close public hearing. Motion passes. Public hearing is closed. Council, any further comments on this project? Yes, sir.
Yes, Mayor. I would just like to commend the Planning Department for their thorough presentations tonight. I'd like to be recognized. They've done an outstanding job. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate that very much.
All right. No other comments? We'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we approve ordinance 3968.
I'll second.
Thank you. A motion and a second. If you would, please indicate your vote. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much.
Thank you, council.
All right. Thank you all. Kyle, thank you. Next up are regular agenda items. Our first one is item M1, receive a year in review update from the Arts and Culture Committee.
Mayor and Council, Robert Diaz, Parks and Rec Director. We have a couple of presentations this evening. The first one is the Arts and Culture Committee. The chairperson is Amy Cave. She'll be here. We also have Bonnie Newman, one of the staff liaisons that works for the Historical Park. Also, Hillary Kidd works with this committee as well. I'll go ahead and turn it over to Amy.
Great. That's good information. Okay, my name is Amy Cave, and I live at 14729 Cherry Hills Drive. I am the chairperson for the Art and Culture Committee, and we're going to talk about our board members, our attendance percentage, engagement and community involvement and outreach, accomplishments of the Art and Culture Committee, and our future goals. Board members are Amy Cave, Chair, Brianna Cattell, Vice Chair, Don Valentine, Secretary, David Moore, Chris Stevenson, Rita Ford, Jennifer Evans, Chris McGuire, and Tad Perryman. Our attendance percentage is 87% attendance rate for the calendar year. We encourage participation. Our committee members encourage participation through subcommittee involvement, volunteering at community events, and supporting arts and culture within the city. Strategic focus area outcomes. We provide attractive, unique, and connected spaces for community interaction. Serving the community. Many members of the Art and Culture Committee are deeply rooted in the community and represent a wide range of local organizations and partners, including the Carrollton Farmers Branch Independent School District, Dallas College, Brookhaven Campus, the Firehouse Theater, and local independent artists. Engagements. The Arts and Culture Committee members stay actively involved by serving on one or more of the subcommittees that bring art and culture to life in our community. Members also volunteer at citywide events through the year, including Gateway to the Globe, a multicultural celebration, Girls Make History Camp, Haunts and Houses, Branch Arts Live, and Day of the Dead celebration, among others. Community involvement. Our partnerships and community connections strengthen the impact of arts and culture throughout the city. Our collaborations include Firehouse Theater, CFBISD, Texas Big Art Day, Farmers Branch, Carrollton Art Association art shows, Farmers School art shows, West Side Art Trail, Farmers Branch Parks and Recreation Department, and the Mustang Station Arts and Cultural District. And accomplishments of the Art and Culture Committee. The Branch Arts Live, we held our third annual event this year, held at its new home at the Gussie Field Waterworth Park Amphitheater, right out here, continues to grow in popularity. The event showcased many local dance groups, and for the first time, we included live musical performances. Farmers Branch Arts and Culture Yard Signs. This initiative promotes community pride while engaging residents to support local artists. Fall 2025 Utility Box Wrapping Phase 3. By the end of 2025, 7 themed utility boxes will be wrapped throughout the city, adding vibrant public art to the community. And West Side Art Trail installations. New art pieces will be installed along Mercer Parkway, west of Luna Road in the coming months, further enhancing public spaces and engaging the community with accessible art. Our future goals. Art Trail Literature Handout. Develop a handout highlighting the newest installations coming to the West Side Art Trail. Each featured piece will include a brief biography of the artist and their personal statement, giving residents and visitors insight into the creators behind the art. 2026 Utility Box Wrapping Contest. We will launch the next phase of our popular utility box wrapping initiative, engaging local artists, students, and celebrating public art in our community. And 2026 Artist Exchange. We will provide a networking outlet for local artists to share their work and perspectives. This program will give residents a voice and bring new artistic expression to the everyday life of our community and local workspaces. Do we have any questions?
Amy, thank you very much. We appreciate it. I'll start down here with my right with Councilman Neal.
Thank you, Mayor. I feel like I should offer you some water. You have a lot on your plate. You're doing an awful lot of things. Good work. I was happy to see the pickleball wraps that you did on the utilities in the area. That was very good. I don't really have any questions, but I just want to commend you. All the hard work you guys do. Thanks.
Councilwoman Villafranca.
You are doing such an amazing job. I was fortunate enough to attend the Branch Arts Live a few weeks ago, and it was phenomenal. There was so many people and great entertainment. Everybody looks so joyful. You're doing a really amazing job. Thank you for all you do.
so much. Thank you.
Councilman Reed.
I echo those sentiments. Keep up the good work. We love to see the progress that's being made, and I look forward to the West Side Trail.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't
Councilwoman
have
Bennett.
any questions.
Thank you.
I just want to say thank you. As a dance mom, I really appreciate the Branch Live. I got to see my baby perform on there, so I really appreciate it, and I hope to see more. Thank you.
Great.
Very good. Well, thank you very much. And I'm sure we'll be hearing from our board and commission update too also. So we'll look forward to that.
Thank you.
All right, next up is M2, receive a year in review update from the Senior Advisory Board.
Mayor and Council, I'd like to introduce Matt Rice, the Chair of the Board. Jackie Biles, our Branch Connection Manager, is the liaison for this board. Here's Matt.
Thank you. Mayor, Council, congratulations, Ms. Gonzalez. I'm Matt Rice, Chairman of the Senior Advisory Board. Today we're going to talk about our board members' attendance, pretty much the same thing as the Arts and District, measure success and our future goals. Okay, we have a new Vice Chair, Deborah Long, who's not here tonight, but we have Deborah Cruzhart, who's here tonight as Secretary, Mary Creasong, Ever Oviedo, Rick Cathy, and Marcia Valente, and we have a couple of emeritus members as well, Katie Roberts, who's 102 now, and Ruth Falls. Unfortunately, we had one member who has been sick and ill, and therefore our attendance rate is down to 84%, but that's still a pretty good percentage overall. Our board members encourage participation through social media, and we also do it through active members ourselves, and we promote throughout the city with all the different things that we're involved in. Our strategic focus is to provide attractive, unique, and connected spaces for community interaction. Like I said, our senior advisory board serves throughout the community. We have one member who's on 2 different boards. We have 2 members that are the most recent volunteers of the year. We have Deborah Hull, as you said, our Charlie Bird Award winner. She is the 3rd member of the Senior Advisory Board to get that award. So we do a lot in the community. If you see a Fish and Fun event, you're going to see a Senior Advisory Board there. The Veterans Day program, we have 2 people that are on that committee. We have people who are involved in the Firehouse Theater. We have 2 volunteers that on our board that do that. Anything that's in the Farmers Branch, we're going to have members that are volunteers on it. We have 3 members who volunteer for the pickleball program. So we're involved in the community in all different areas. And you can see somebody there with Fish and Fun. But anyway, we had our grand reopening. As you can tell by the picture, the place was packed. I mean, a bad thing, but a good thing was that we ran out of food in 20 minutes. We had more people there than we thought we would ever have, and it was just a great reopening. This says that we have 1,400 active members now. Actually, we have 1,480, and we're almost to 1,500, and we'll be there very quickly. Our promoter score, I'm not really sure what that is, but I'm almost 83, and it's above 70, which is good. So, anyway, and our program participation has increased by over 13% since we've reopened. And we are continuing to support our community through all of the activities that we're involved in. We want to increase our program offerings. I think this says we've had 7 new programs. 3 of the ones that I want to talk about are, we've started Bunko, which we've been trying to get for a long time. And we finally got Bunko. We had over 24 people sign up for the first time. And we have a brand new theater. So we started a Saturday matinee theater program. It was so successful that we had to expand it to 2 Saturdays per month. And also we've started back with a garden club group, which we've had 18 to 20 people come to that, which is a successful amount of numbers. So we are continuing to grow. We're continuing to expand our programming, and we're continuing to work in our community. And with that, I'll take any questions.
Great. Thank you so much, Matt. And thank you to all the board members and even those folks who are.
Oh, Ruth Falls. I'm sorry. I didn't know Ruth was here.
Ruth is here. Yep.
All right. Ruth is, she's one of our emeritus.
Yep.
She's one of our top volunteers.
Yep.
Always has been.
She's always there whenever I'm there. So I was going to say thank you to the board members. Thank you to the folks who are members of the Branch Connection that show up for a lot of things and help out that aren't even board members.
Sure.
So it's just a wonderful place. So we appreciate it. I'll start down here, Councilwoman.
I've been to that facility a couple of times because we rent it out for parties, and it's just beautiful. So you guys do great work there.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Bennett.
You know I love you guys.
I know you do.
You're
You were
everywhere.
one of our members at one time.
Councilman Reed.
Every time I've gone to the Branch Connection or had experience with any of the projects that you guys have run, it's been fantastic. My wife went to the craft fair. That's not my thing. But she loved it. She loved it. So I thank you guys for everything that you do. You're a tremendous asset to the community.
Thank you. Councilwoman Villafranca?
When Matt says the Senior Advisory Board is involved, that's an understatement. They are incredibly active. All of the activities that you have, I only have one regret, and that is that I did not start being more active sooner. When you walk in, it is like you're walking into the lobby of a hotel. And for those that are not aware, the Branch Connection is a center for active adults, so 50 and over. They're just incredible programs, Tai Chi and painting and art and just a welcoming spirit. And I just can't speak highly enough of all of the work that you're doing. Thank you so, so much. Don't wait until you're 62. Start at 50 so you can take advantage of everything.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Councilman Neal?
I just echo the same sentiments as rest of the council. Matt, thank you for all you do. What great work you and the team does there. Please convey my appreciation to them. Thank you.
And he said an important word. It is a team effort. We have a great management. We have a great staff. We have a ton of volunteers other than the Senior Advisory Board. So it is a team effort, and I'm proud of that team. I'm proud to be part of it.
Absolutely. Councilman?
I'd like to add as well, the staff, Jackie, all of the staff are just incredible. That kitchen is a dream kitchen. The staff are so kind and so helpful and so friendly. I just can't speak highly enough of going to the Branch Connection. Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. Matt, thank you. And everybody here who's a board member or otherwise, thank you. We appreciate you. Yeah. All righty. Next up is item M3. Consider approving Resolution 2025-212, approving a professional service agreement with Kimley Horn and Associates for the master drainage study in the amount of $302,500 and take appropriate action.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Eric Mueller, Stormwater Civil Engineer with the Public Works Department, here to discuss the professional services agreement with Kimley Horn for master drainage plan. And I do have a few representatives from Kimley Horn here if there's any questions for the consultant once we get to that point. All right. So a master drainage study is a long-term plan that we use to evaluate stormwater needs and flood risks. Its overall purpose is to help us develop flood mitigation projects and improvements, estimate those costs, be able to prioritize those projects based on various factors, and help support us in pursuing grant funding opportunities. That way we can cost effectively do projects that help promote public health and safety. So for this particular master drainage study, we have a few particular locations that we'll be looking at. One of those locations is Rawhide Creek from Valley View Lane up to Webb Chapel Road. The Zone A upstream extents of Farmers Branch Creek. Zone A being floodplain that's defined by FEMA, but there's no detailed studies for that area. So the knowledge of the flood risk is a little bit limited in those areas. There's no modeling, there's no elevations. So we want to develop some information to help us better understand what the risks are in that area and help regulate it. The Maybrook Channel, which is a concrete line channel that runs in the southern portion of the city. The B Street Culvert Crossing at Cooks Creek, as well as Stream 6H1, which is the stream that runs through Wynn Park over off of Midway Road in that particular area. So the amount for the professional services agreement to perform this study is $302,500. Funds are available in the Public Drainage Projects CIP project in the Stormwater Capital Improvement Program Fund. So with that, I will take any questions that council may have.
Thank you very much. Councilwoman Bennett?
So in this study, are the bridges also included? Or-
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure on that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Gonzalez?
Great presentation. Nothing for me at the moment.
Councilman Reed?
Nothing for me. Thanks.
Councilwoman Villafranca?
Thanks for your presentation. Let's do this.
I agree.
Councilman Neal?
Thank you, Eric. Very much appreciate the presentations. I do not have any questions.
Excellent.
Very good. Seeing no further questions or discussion. Want to make a motion?
May I make a motion that we approve resolution number 2025-212.
Mayor, I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. If you would, please indicate your vote accordingly. Motion passes. Thank you very much. Thank you, Eric.
You're welcome.
Next up is item M4, consider approving resolution 2025-211, authorizing a professional services agreement with Freeze and Nichols Incorporated for the Rawhide Creek Bank Reconstruction Project in the amount of $320,725 and take appropriate action.
You get me again. Good evening again. Eric Mueller, Stormwater Civil Engineer with the Public Works Department, here to discuss the professional services agreement with Freeze and Nichols for the Rawhide Creek Bank Reconstruction Project. So a little bit of background. Back in 2022, Freeze and Nichols, we contracted with them to do a visual assessment of erosion and structural issues along Rawhide Creek from Valley View Lane to Webb Chapel Road. As a part of this assessment, they did identify damaged gabions, drop structures, and creek erosion needing repair between Tomfield Road and Josie Lane. As a part of this professional services agreement, they'll develop plans which will help reconstruct portions of the banks where gabions have failed, as well as a part of that, develop 3 different conceptual options for staff to evaluate in terms of different alternatives on how we stabilize those banks, because there's various different techniques that can be used, but knowing that this is, our central park, Rawhide Park is, we want to make sure we're taking the right approach in this area. The plans will also include the reconstruction of hydraulic drop structures, 3 of them to be specific. Those are the small dams that are in the creek, which have been eroded around and are at risk of failing. So the amount for the professional services agreement is $320,725. Again, funds are available in the Public Drainage Project CIP project in the Stormwater Capital Improvement Program Fund. And at this time, I'll take any questions you may have.
Thank you very much. Councilwoman Bennett?
Thank you. So I guess I'm curious why Hartside and Wilmington Crossing aren't in this specific as well, because that's where a lot of the debris collects.
Gotcha.
I mean, I know that the Rawhide gabions have failed.
Yeah, and so this is, I've just kind of pulled up a map of where it's focused on. And so are you referring to the pedestrian crossing that's in that area? Yeah, and so part of that is, you've got that low water crossing. It's naturally going to catch debris, stuff like that. This is, since that's kind of stable, this is more looking at stabilizing the creek banks, not necessarily redoing that particular pedestrian crossing. But
Perfectly okay, because I know the other gabions are laying in it, so thank you very much.
yes, yeah.
Councilwoman Gonzalez?
No questions for me, thank you.
Councilman Reed?
Nothing for me, thanks.
Councilwoman Villafranca?
Once again, great presentation. Let's do this. Thank you.
Excellent.
Councilman Neal?
Thank you, Eric. I do think this project is very well worthwhile and very well needed. We also have similar issues in District 5, specifically east of Marsh Lane and the Wooded Creek area. So I look forward to see if we can develop in that area too, similar to this. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
sir.
Mayor, I move to approve R20025-225.
I second.
That's the wrong number. M4.
M4, R20025-211.
There you go.
I second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. If you would, please indicate your vote. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Next up is item M5, consider approving resolution 2025-225, reinstating a charter review committee and confirming appointment of members, and take appropriate action.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, Aaron Flores, City Secretary and Deputy Director of Administrative Services. And we are back here tonight to discuss the Charter Review Committee. So the slate list that you all provided to us, we took that and invited the members to the orientation that was held on October 15th. They received training, and as recommended, they chose their chair and their vice chair from among the members. Here is the slate list that went forward with Cristal Ratana as the preference of chair and David Koch as the vice chair preference. And so tonight, if this resolution is approved, it will reestablish the committee and appoint the members officially and appoint the chair. We are planning to have the first meeting on December 17th, with all subsequent meetings being on the third Wednesday of the month at 6 p.m. And the committee will present a final report by October 31st of 2026, and the election will go forward in May 2027. And I'm here for any questions.
Thank you very much, Aaron.
The only question
Councilwoman.
I have is actually of our new council member. Are you satisfied with the list for your district?
I don't know these people, so, I mean, if,
Ben, is there a pathway forward for the new council member to add?
If it's the will of the council, we can go back and get some information, go through the checks and make sure that we have applicants and bring back this at a later time for future consideration.
We can go ahead and approve this. I'm just wondering, is there a pathway after we approve this list for her to add one, maybe two?
we would just need to amend the resolution to add the appointees.
I have no questions at the moment.
Councilwoman Bennett? Okay, Councilman Reed?
Nothing for me.
Councilwoman Villafranca?
Councilwoman Gonzalez, do you already have a person or persons that you're interested in adding to this committee?
No, I don't have anyone in mind at the moment.
Okay. I don't know all of the people on the committee either, but there are quite a few people on there already, so I don't know if adding more would make it more cumbersome.
Go back to the list. I think out of respect for the new councilwoman, I don't have a problem with her taking some time to reconsider and allowing her the opportunity to possibly add somebody if she feels so inclined down the road. I wouldn't want to take anybody off to add. I don't think that's fair to the people that were appointed previously. So if y'all are fine with that. Councilman Neal?
Yeah, is a motion in order? I'm prepared to make a motion. Yeah, so Mayor, I move to approve Resolution 2025-225 with an amendment to allow for District 1 newly council member the option to bring someone forward if she so feels the need to do that.
May I make a recommendation? If we're going to allow her time to maybe do her own research, that maybe we table this resolution and give her time, and then we can bring it back, so that way we have somebody when we pass the resolution. Otherwise, we'd be passing a resolution with a blank, and then we'd fill in it after the fact, and y'all wouldn't have been able to vote on that additional amendment.
Oh, can I just ask a question? Did the two people for District 1, did they show up to that meeting?
Yes, they did.
Tell you what, I would ask a friendly amendment, that we just approve the motion as stated, and then if Councilwoman sees fit to add somebody else, then we could modify it at another meeting. Is that acceptable?
We could, if Councilmember Neal wants to amend his current motion and just approve it as stated, and then if at further time she has somebody, we would bring it back as an amendment to the resolution.
Sure, that being the case, I withdraw my initial motion and move to approve motion to approve 2025-225 as presented.
I'll second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. If you would, please indicate your vote.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Motion passes. Appreciate it. Yeah. I'm going to table item M6 for right now until we have discussion in executive session. So with that, that concludes our regular agenda for this evening. We still have 3 items from study session that we need to review or finish up with, which should go fairly quickly. So next up is item C4, which is review the city council meeting dates for calendar, or meeting date calendar for 2026 and discuss any proposed amendments.
That is me again, Erin Flores, City Secretary, Deputy Director, Administrative Services. And so this presentation is to go over our calendar for 2026. And we're planning on having all of our normal council meetings on the first and third Tuesdays, but I wanted to point out our special events that are on here. So January 13th and 27th, we will have the joint city council and board chair strategic discussion on the 13th, and then State of the City on the 27th. In February, we'll have a city council citywide bus tour on the 10th, and then on the 24th, we'll have our strategic planning session. Feel free to interrupt me anytime if you have a comment. And then in May, we will have our special call meeting to canvass the election in conjunction with our board appointment workshop on the 12th. In June, we'll have our joint planning and zoning and city council meeting. In July, we'll have our regular budget workshop and a city council meeting. And then we will have our joint city council and board chair meeting on July 14th. That'll be our second one of the year. And then in August, we will have our budget town hall. In September, we will reserve the 29th for a budget meeting if it's needed. Our regularly scheduled meeting in October, that's scheduled on the 6th, will move to the 7th due to National Night Out being on October 6th. And then in November and December, we will just have our normal board and commission updates like we had tonight. And that is it. Any questions?
Thank you very much. Any questions?
No questions, thank you.
Councilman Bennett?
No questions.
Reed?
Nope.
Councilman Villafranca?
Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate you.
Councilman Neal?
Yes, thank you, Aaron, for all the hard work. Appreciate it. Thank you. It looks good.
Thank you.
All right. So we
right.
got direction there.
Thank you.
All righty. Next up is item C5, receive an update from the mayor and council members regarding board liaison information from outside organizations and other meetings attended.
Well, I attended Arbor Day with my girls and we had a really good time. So thank you Parks and Rec for that. And I also met with Texas State Representative Rafael Anchia, and that was a good meeting. Good first week.
All right. Councilman Bennett?
I attended the Texas Municipal League Economic Development Forum last week, and I'll send an email out with some of the knowledge nuggets that I was given. Civic League tour of homes. I've worked 2 days this weekend. It was a lot of fun. You guys, 2 of the houses were in Farmers Branch. You guys really need to engage in that. It's a lot of fun. It goes for a good cause. And then Firehouse Theater Saturday night, another great cause, and it's going to be amazing this next season.
Councilman Reed?
I attended the pickleball VIP event, as well as the finals, pickleball finals. Again, a great job. A thank you to all the planning that went into it. I spoke to some of the players and so actually a couple of parents of players, and they were very appreciative of everything that the city did to make it a great event for them as well. I also attended the Mustang Station business meeting, where we had a great interaction, very productive meeting with business owners from Mustang Station and what we can do to help mitigate the interruption to their businesses because of the construction out front. We walked away with a lot of actionable items. And then lastly, I too went to the Firehouse Theater reveal party, and fun was had by all. Got to put on my bow tie, so it was great. looking forward to all the productions that they're putting out this year. There wasn't one that I wasn't intrigued by. So that's all I have.
Thank you. Councilwoman Villafranca.
Thank you so much. I had the opportunity to attend the Dallas Stars team practice. The actual Dallas Stars were here. It was really fun. Got some really cool selfies too. Attended the Celebrity Pickleball Tournament. The tourism team does a phenomenal job. I can't tell you how great their work is. I was able to attend the Gateway to the Globe subcommittee meeting and was able to say hello to everybody. Went to the Farmers Branch Women's Club game day, which was very well attended. I was also with my colleague Lupe at the Arbor Day tree planting and giveaway, and that was a lot of fun. They gave away a lot of trees. Was able to attend the Coffee with State Representative Rafael Anchia. I also attended the R.L. Turner Hispanic Heritage event, which was a lot of fun. I think I've developed now a habit. I'm going to Tai Chi regularly now at the Branch Connection. It's very cool. I also met with Constable Michael Orozco and the Justice of the Peace, Sarah Martinez, to see about things that we can work together in Farmers Branch. And I met with the Honorable Richard Jackson, my immediate predecessor. We talked about things that we can do to make our community better. It was a wonderful meeting. Attended the Veterans Day celebration at the Branch Connection. It was very well done. And I also attended the Mustang Station business meeting. And I went to the Cooking Club, a Thanksgiving potluck at the Branch Connection. Attended the MetroCrest Chamber monthly board meeting. Attended the Carrollton Farmers Branch Rotary Veterans event, which was very well done at Brookhaven Country Club. And I toured the homes of the Civic League Torbs, and I was able to see my colleague Tina there working the table. And I attended two galas. I went to the MetroCrest Gala. It was a lot of fun. And then I went over to the Firehouse and crashed their party, and I have a new dance partner over there. I met with Dr. Burillo, the president of Dallas College Brookhaven campus this week, to talk about all things Farmers Branch and what we can do to partner together. And since I have a few seconds, I just want to congratulate our Parks and Recreation Department. They just brought home the Facility Design Award for the North Texas region at the Texas Recreation and Park Society Conference, and they got an award. Thank you so much for all that you do. I appreciate you.
Councilman Neal.
I'll be brief, just that I attended the Veterans Day ceremonies at the Branch Connection. I also went to the Firehouse Theater Gala and attended a few of the pickleball events. That's it.
Very good. The last 2 weeks have been really busy. I'm not going to take you through everything, but I do want to say thank you and congratulations to our tourism team for the good work that they did with the pickleball tournament. I actually received some compliments from out-of-town guests that were staying at hotels and complimented the city on the signage that was in the hotels. So kudos to them for doing a really good job. Dallas Regional Mobility Coalition, obviously transportation is a very big thing. We're right in the thick of it, and the monthly meeting, I was there to represent City of Farmers Branch. It's unfortunate that we're having some of the discussions that we're having, especially as they revolve around DART, but State Senator Tan Parker was there to provide some words and thoughts of insight, and I really appreciated what he had to say at that meeting. City manager and I met with Invited as well as PPA to take a look at construction of a permanent facility at Brookhaven Country Club for pickleball. Those will be and continue to be ongoing discussions. Kudos to staff again for a very well-attended, very good Veterans Day event at the Branch Connection. That was a really good program, and thank you to our state representative, Garcia Hernandez, for arranging for General Joe Allen to be our keynote speaker at that event. Metroplex mayors got together, had our monthly meeting, and so transportation continues to be at the forefront of that. Last week, we also had other conversations and meetings with the North Texas Commission and DART. DART member cities were in attendance, and I thought we had a real opportunity to make positive progress on the situation with DART in terms of achieving the goals that some of the resolution cities want, but that was not the case. So we will be sitting at the ready, waiting for DART to come back with some plan back to us. Yesterday, we canvassed the election, and obviously, Councilman Gonzalez is here as a result of that. MetroCrest Hospital Authority had their board meeting this morning, and business at Carrollton Regional Medical Center continues to be strong going into the summer, or coming out of the summer, rather, and they look forward to having a good year. And so with that, that is all that I have for this evening. I do want to add one more thing. And I'm taking more time because this is a new business that is moving.
Back to the gentleman from.
Thank you.
From front.
I want to commend staff, our Economic Development Department, and City Manager's Office for landing the biggest business win in the history of our city, with Form Factor moving their corporate headquarters and some of their manufacturing from California to Farmers Branch. This is a global company. They have operations and locations all over the world, and Farmers Branch was in the running with, I think, there were five sites in the United States and one in Germany, and this company is moving their headquarters from Livermore, California to Farmers Branch. It's going to be a huge, huge investment into our city, and I think everybody who took part in that is to be commended, because we've never seen anything like that, and it will be a big shot in the arm, not only from a job standpoint, but from an investment in property. And so thank you, City Manager, for that. Moving on. Next up is item C6, review and discuss future agenda items.
Nothing for me, Mayor.
Councilman Bennett.
Mayor, I'd like to place a future agenda item on the council discussion on relocating Liberty Plaza to a more prominent location, such as the area of Valley View or the historic park. While the current location has served the community, our veterans deserve a setting that better reflects the honor, visibility, and gratitude they have earned. I'm requesting that the staff bring forward options, costs, and potential designs for council consideration.
Thank you. Councilman Reed.
Nothing for me.
Councilwoman Villafranca.
Thank you. I would like to request that the budget allocation discussion be placed back on a future agenda for additional discussion. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Neal.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I just wondered if I could make a slight modification to an item that's already on the agenda list, which I had asked for, and that is basically the quarterly updates from Economic Development, Finance, and Grants. Could we add the legal department as well? Any legal issues that may be ongoing quarterly? That's all. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. And I have two things. One, we do need to appoint a liaison to the school district. I don't think that we've done that yet.
It's on December 9th.
So is that, I couldn't remember. So, all right, if it's on the agenda, then so be it. Then the other thing is I would like to request that staff research and present options for a columbarium, including its feasibility, potential location costs, and any other regulatory considerations that go along with that. So that is all of our regular agenda. We still have executive session items to address. So at this time, okay, we will take a 10-minute break and reconvene in City Manager's conference room for executive session and be back afterwards. And thank you, we are back. The next item that we're going to take action on is, or the first item, is item M6, which is consider approving Resolution 2025-217, establishing rules of procedure for the City of Farmers Branch City Council.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to table M6 R2025-217 to January 20th, 2026.
I'll second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. If you would, please indicate your vote to table M6. Motion passes. Thank you very much. Next is our action as a result of executive session, and okay.
Mayor, I move to authorize the city manager to secure new legal representation for the city and to take all actions necessary to transition legal services, including terminating the city's current legal services agreement.
I second.
We have motion and second. If you would, please indicate your vote accordingly. Motion passes. Seeing no other business for this evening, we will adjourn at 9:14. Thank you very much.